Hey YouTube, I'm actually doing a redo of a video today because one of my videos actually got deleted off of YouTube. Don't know why, but so now I'm going to do it over again. I'm going to do the NREMT phase for 68 Whiskey AIT video experience thingy over. So I am in Fort Sam Houston to become a 68 Whiskey, and Fort Sam Houston is the heart of medical for not only the Army, but for Air Force, Navy, and I haven't seen that many, I've seen probably a couple Marines here, but Sam Houston is just the heart of medicine for the military. This is where we all get our training to become medics, to become anything in the medical field, even when it comes down to psychiatrics, like that. Let me see. Here there are different phases, how they were in like basic training. There's phase 4, phase 5, 5+, and then depending on your MOS, it can go up to 6, 6+. I haven't seen a 6+ here, but I have seen somebody in phase 6. So depending on how long your MOS is, my MOS is 16 weeks long. 8 of those weeks are the NREMT phase, and then 8 of those weeks are the whiskey side phase. So in order to become a 68 Whiskey, you have to be nationally registered, a nationally registered EMT. So we do the EMT phase. It's taught by civilians, and some are retired. Most of them are retired military. But basically, we cram a whole, in the civilian world, the class takes about, depending on where you take and how often you take your classes, the class is about 3 to 9 months to get your EMT certification. We cram it all in 8 weeks. So we break down the chapters, in the book and test on them, and we have our mods every week. So every week you'll learn, for us it was like about 4 chapters, and some tests there was only 2 chapters to that test. So depending on how your book is broken down, depending on when you watch this video and when you join, your mods will be broken down in chapters. If you are an EMT already and you are not nationally registered, before you come here, if you're thinking about joining to become a combat medic, you should make sure you're nationally registered or take the test, the national registry, before you come. Because if you're nationally registered, when you get here, you'll be able to skip that whole 8 weeks of what I'm doing right now. And trust me, if you're already an EMT, it's definitely worth it. If you're only state registered, they won't take it. So make sure that you take the national registry or verify that you are nationally registered if that's something you would want to do. What else? Phases. Oh, like I said, there's different phases here. So right now I am in phase 4. I'm actually about to phase up as long as I do everything well. I'm in week 7 of, going on 8 of the EMT portion, the NREMT portion of AIT, which is great. I just took, okay, let me back up. So there's mods. So you have mod 1, mod 2, mod 3, mod 4, mod 5, mod 6, and then mod 7 is the final, and that's all of your lessons in one. Like, you test on all those. And then you take all skills and your the national registry's exam for you to be certified. I just finished all skills, so the last thing I have is the NREMT, which I'm super stoked about. But yeah, how the tests work are, like I said, you get a test every week on the chapters that you learn, and you have to maintain a 70 GPA to be passing. If you double tap, meaning if you fail 2 tests in a row, if you fail mod 4 2 times in a row, you'll get recycled all the way to the back to day 0, like starting on the first chapter. If you double tap the final, which is mod 7, you'll do the same. And then if you don't pass all skills, if you fail 4 initial skills, you recycle as well. And if you fail the NREMT 3 times, you're relieved. If you have a GPA that is 65 and less after mod 4, you're gonna reclass or get chaptered out. Whew, my hair is out of control. Talk about messy bun. Oh Jesus. Anyways, there's that. I thought it was going to be different from basic training coming to AIT. It is different, but not to the extent that I thought. I thought coming to AIT we would have so much more freedom. I didn't think we'd have to use the battle buddy system anymore. I know people that went to AIT a couple years ago, way before I did, and they're still in, and they were like, yeah, we got to go out to the Riverwalk, we got to do this, we had off-base passes and everything like that, and they just enjoyed it. Me, I mean, I like the fact that we get to have our phones and our electronics, and we have a little bit more time, but I still feel super, super, super managed, if that makes sense. Like in basic training, everything was managed, and I feel like that's how it is here as well. So in my opinion, here is like basic training with your cell phone, electronics, and everything like that. Whereas I thought we were going to be able to kind of be people again versus not people. I mean, it's not as bad as basic training because they're not yelling as much in AIT, and you're not getting correctively trained as much here. So that's that. If you're going to become a 68 Whiskey, the Whiskey Battalion is the only battalion in this whole on this whole base that doesn't phase up after 4 to 5 weeks. We phase up after we pass our NREMT, all skills, 2 PT tests, and 2 PT tests, uniform inspections, room inspections. Basically, all your stuff is inspected to make sure that everything's good, your room is clean, and just everything is good. From phase 4 to phase 5, phase 4 would be like red phase in basic training. Phase 5 would be like white phase, and then 5+ would be blue phase, if that makes sense. You get a little bit more privileges as you phase up. All skills. What else did I not cover? Sorry, I'm redoing the video. I'm trying to redo everything that I did, but I'm kind of lost in the sauce right now. I think that is it though. Oh, one thing. If you are coming in as an EMT or interested in becoming a 68 Whiskey and you are enlisting and everything like that, the one thing that I would do is buy like an EMT book or familiarize yourself with a little bit of anatomy and things like that. There are like little books, EMT crash course. Just bring that to basic training, or you're not in basic training, you have a little bit of time at night when you're not doing anything or when you're waiting around, and it's as easy as opening that book up, reading it, and kind of just familiarizing yourself a little bit before you get here. I wish I would have done that so I wasn't so bleh when I got here. I was like, oh, this is a lot of information. But if you read it beforehand, once they start teaching it to you, you're kind of like getting that, oh, I know what that is. Oh, I know what that. Things just start clicking in your brain. They have little books. You can buy them online for like $12, and it's just basic EMT things, and that's what you'll be learning in AIT. All right. I put some tips in the last video because last video my company was on lockdown because of the things that other people in our company did. So tip number 1, don't shoulder check colonels in the DFAC. Just don't do it. And after shoulder checking colonels, they were 2 different instances, or 2 different people in the same day. But when you say good morning or good afternoon to a colonel, say sir and not sergeant. And when you realize that you've messed up, don't say, oh, my bad, sir. Say, I apologize, sir, or I don't know, something. Just not, oh, my bad, sir. Because no, that's not gonna fly. That's not really, Don't try to sneak drugs, alcohol, dip, food. We're not allowed to have food in the barracks. We're only allowed to have hard candy and the little Mio water thingies that you make like flavored water with. We had people bring back alcohol. We had people have like a whole backpack full of food that we're not allowed to, like snacks, which we're not allowed to have. I wish we were allowed to have them, but we're not allowed to have them. So don't bring those. Don't bring those. Don't go where you're not supposed to go. We have what is called a battalion and a company footprint. And in the battalion footprint, there are certain places you're allowed to go when you have privileges. You're not allowed to go to the gym. You're not allowed to go to the SAC. Those privileges are off limits unless your commander says so. The SAC is the Student Activity Center. It's kind of like a rec center for soldiers. But basically you're restricted to the PX, the track, the PX, the track, the PX and the track. So when you're allowed to go somewhere, you should only go to the PX and the track. Sick hall. We got in trouble because somebody went to sick hall, and there's like little vendors around sick hall, like Einstein's Bagels. Don't go there. You're gonna get caught. There's eyes everywhere, and I don't understand why people continue to think that they're gonna get away with these things. Just do the right thing. Honestly, just do the right thing. Don't go where you're not supposed to. Stick with your MRE and just stick it out. It's an MRE. It's not like the world is over. Don't screw over your battle buddies. Like, if you're the one talking, just lock it up. Oh man, I can't believe I just said that in a video. Lock it up. Anyways, just stop talking in formation, and if you see other people talking in formation, give that person a chance to correct themselves. Like, you tell them, hey, stop talking, or hey, do this. Don't be the one to go straight to one of your sergeants when you can easily be like, hey, stop talking, this is blah, 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 blah. And at that point, if they just kind of disregard everything that you say, which does happen, then I feel like that would be grounds to say something to somebody else, you know? But don't be the one to, somebody's like saying excuse me, or somebody's trying to like fix themselves and telling people to scoot over, and you're like, they're talking in formation, and then go sit there and tell a sergeant that they're like non-stop talking in formation. The only reason I say it is because it happens, and people really get in trouble for stupid stuff like that. I don't think. Oh, don't fight. Don't fight here. It's not even worth it. If you feel like you need to put your hands on somebody, put your hands in your pocket. That's what a commander said. Put your hands in your pocket. In the long run, you would rather be getting yelled for having your hands in your pocket, because you're not allowed to have your hands in your pocket, especially not in uniform. But put your hands in your pocket. You're about to fight somebody. If you feel like you're about to do something, put your hands in your pocket. I don't know how many times I have to say it. We've had a couple people get into physical altercations because I don't know why. But don't do that. We were on lockdown for a whole entire week. Basically, red phase, day 1 of basic training for like 3 days. Or a whole week. Almost a whole week. So yeah, just do the right thing and you should be good. I know this video wasn't as great as my other video, but I was just trying to get this one done because it is a redo, and I have to do my video of the week, my actual video this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, again, leave them in the comment box below. Alright, thanks. I'll see you guys in my next video that I'm about to do right now.